for sipping and schmoozing, getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
You better sing.
Like
Come on.
you,
Keep
getting
going.
to hope you like me.
All right, then. Oh, shoot.
Haven't you noticed? Suddenly we're all bright and breezy.
Gosh, you're gifted.
Because of all the wonderful
Yeah.
and new things we're learning about you
Yeah.
here today. Yeah. You know what? Oh, well.
You're awesome.
You know what? Everybody.
So awesome.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Let me try this. Let me tell you guys about, and I'm going to read from the site, but I love to interpret these things. Whether singing, acting, writing, or producing, Sophia Janell does it all with extreme passion. She came from a gifted family in Flint, Michigan, and has traveled the country singing and acting on stage with many world-renowned artists, ranging from R. Kelly to Jeffrey Osborne, and so many in between. She thrives on painting pictures through lyrical expression and passionate delivery, and it shows whenever she writes and performs. She thanks God for her gifts, and she's thankful for every opportunity to express what He's given to her. Enjoy her and spread the word. Here's our guest. Yeah, man. Janelle Taylor.
That was awesome. I love that speakover voice. You think I can hire you to just go around and just introduce me?
Whatever you want, I will say. I will send you the tape.
That's cool.
You guys, you got to take it. We love having her because, like I said, we celebrate folks like this. We like to think we're like her too, in that we mean hardworking, multi-talented, and trying at all times to put the gifts to work and be conscious at the same time. So with that struggle, that's why we love to celebrate her. So you guys got to take a look because she's doing it. And don't forget she can sing. See, that's the other thing. Don't forget she can sing. We have been featuring the Rehabbing the Hood series that she does in Flint, Michigan, which is really her show about going out in the community, rehabbing, actually helping, instructing individuals on the process.
Right.
And, of course, doing it in her own unique fashion. So we have been celebrating just that project, not to mention her music that she has that you can find, which is in our rotation, too.
That's right.
Awesome.
It's in our rotation, too. But also, Vic, I have to acknowledge her book, Faithful Liar. Okay, Faithful Liar, because, okay, this is her paper. She's doing it all. Now, hey, take a look. I want you to see, you guys. Faithful Liar. Maybe I can blow that up for you. Yeah, I can blow that up a little bit. Because this is what, let me tell you something about it. And let's tell you about her book from 2012. Ever known a person that's been faithful to a portion of their life and reckless in another? Maybe it's your sister, your brother, your cousin, or your friend. Or maybe it's you. Daryl and his friend Giovanni find themselves trapped in marriages of convenience, playing the happy family man role, but living other lives outside of their homes. Meanwhile, Tasha, Nisha, Brock, and Crystal take their turns at being victims of the heart. They'll do whatever it takes and take whatever is dished out to keep their dreams alive. Nisha's hot-tempered brother, Lemuel jeopardizes his newly awarded freedom from prison in retaliation for his sister's disrespect. It's only a matter of time before secrets are exposed and bombs explode. Sophia has created an ever-changing roller coaster ride of a story that shows the unpredictable behavior of the perpetrators and victims of infidelity. Follow the first of a 3-part oxymoron series that's sure to keep you wondering what next. Hey, you guys, come on now.
Oh, my.
So come on now, come on. What have you been doing? Welcome, Sophia. That's a big old...
No, thank you for having me once again.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
I had to bring him in. I didn't know how much to do, like to introduce her, because she's so broad in scope.
Yeah,
I wanted to refresh those memories, so I did jump around a little bit. But yeah, so...
I appreciate it.
What are you up to?
Oh,
I
my
mean,
gosh.
obviously a lot.
Right. The question probably is, what aren't I up to? Okay. I got so many different things going on. Thank you all for having me again. This is like my second home in LA. I love it. I love it. Thank you for the open door policy. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, we will switch stuff up for you.
Okay, I like that. Sophia Day. What day is it?
It's Sophia Day.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. And I actually put a little extra pepper on it. Told her that she wants to target me as the muse of the black man rage. I will invite myself to be that target.
Even though that really ain't what I do.
Right.
I just gave it. I just opened it up.
Right. You know.
So what's going on?
All right. Well, last time I was here, I think we talked a little bit about the CD. We talked about Rehabbing the Hood. That was the main project going on at that time.
I still love the idea of that.
Thank you.
And it's self-produced as it was, too.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Why you have to look at me like that? No, we're still doing Rehabbing the Hood.
You are? Okay.
Oh, yes. We're working on new episodes.
Okay.
Yes, and we have high hopes that the show will be picked up soon, syndicated, so everybody around the country can watch Rehabbing the Hood, you know.
It would fit right in there. You know, it's certainly on a scope better than many of the ones that I'm watching. I watch HTV. Yeah, I do.
Right. That's why he called it HTV and not HGTV.
that's right.
No, I watch HTV.
Okay, HG. Y'all know. Okay, and the Food Channel. I'm in touch with my feminine side, but anyway, that's why the place looking better.
Yeah, it's awesome in here.
Thank you.
Yes, it is.
But I'm with you. That's why I said Rehabbing the Hood, and it was so practical. And again, you were just dealing with stuff on such a level, so hands-on.
Right.
In terms of getting your people together.
And so people could relate to it.
Totally.
You know, I didn't want to talk over anybody's head.
Totally.
Yeah, and I wanted to show the people that if I can do this, you can do it also.
And this is Flint, Michigan.
And this can be done all around the world.
Totally.
You know, Rehabbing the Hood is just now, we're not focusing on Flint, Michigan. Rehabbing the Hood, kind of similar to Extreme Makeover, Move That Bus.
Yeah.
Rehabbing the Hood Chicago, Rehabbing the Hood Atlanta, Rehabbing the Hood LA, because every community has a hood
that needs rehabbing.
Right. You know, and when we speak hood, we don't necessarily mean it in a negative, in a negative light. But every community can use a little rehabbing.
And partly, and really, you mean that because it's obvious that it's a labor of love. That comes across in the show.
Yeah.
That's the subtle part. Here she's in a community. We talked about this a little bit earlier for those of you who didn't hear the pre-broadcast. We talked about the fact that she's out there, again, in a community that's in struggle. And so when you do that, you work tirelessly sometimes with little recognition, but you still remain that point of inspiration for those communities, so they're invaluable.
Definitely. You know, the lessons on the show, we try to teach people to be aware of the gem that's sitting in their own backyard. You know, it's funny how people from different communities, they can come from the suburbs and realize, you know what, I'm tired of paying this, and come in the urban communities and say, you know what, we're about to revitalize that, and we're moving back, you know. So a lot of times we don't realize what we're sitting on. So hopefully that's what the show is doing. It's enlightening people to open up your eyes and look around you and look at the property value. You know, a community is only as good as the people that's in it. So the show highlights some little home improvement tips. It tells people that, do you realize you can actually purchase properties for pennies on the dollar whenever you're in a community that's in distress, like Flint, Michigan is? You know, with General Motors leaving and there's nothing there, that means you can come in and pick up real estate for pennies on the dollar, because that's the thing that always jumps back is real estate. It always comes back.
And communities reinvent themselves. They adjust.
Constantly.
They adjust, they change, and all of that occurs, and so their day will come.
That's right. That's right. And if you don't plan on moving out of your community, then you may as well reinvest in it. Don't invest in the tearing down of it, but invest in the bringing it back up. So that's what the show, it kind of highlights lessons like that. And, you know, and I tell them, I'm a chick doing this. If I can show you how to bid on a house, if I could show you how to tear drywall down and put it back up and throw down ceramic tile.
She does it. That's what cracks me up.
Then you can do it too.
And don't mess up her nails or nothing.
Keeps it real, right? Keeps it
but
real.
That's what But that's what you kind of respect,
Yeah.
you know, especially when you're old
Hands
school.
on. Hands
you
on.
want a woman who could change a tire? Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, Mac, not that you haven't approached it, but Mac already said, he says it's a great idea to pitch your show, which she's already ahead of the game, but he's just airing out a suggestion to a national advertiser, Home Depot, Sears, companies like that. The theme itself is so strong, and continuously do it.
Right.
Most people.
Well, if you
one
guys
pitch.
see it, it is like that. That's why it's so easy to get behind. I could totally see
Yeah.
Home Depot
Yeah.
getting behind this because there's so what she does is so practical.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be wonderful.
And, you know, the unique thing, you know, that I get the feedback from everybody, they're like, that show is so unique. It's just not a home makeover show, because usually when I watch HGTV, I watch these people and it looks like they're doing okay financially. So, of course, you can go and bid on a $400 house, or you can do a remodel that costs $150,000. But everybody doesn't have that kind of money.
Totally.
You know, so that's what makes Rehabbing the Hood so unique, is the style, the format of the show. It's more urban related. You know, I can show you how
Well,
to.
Sophia, I can tell you one of the things I can't stand about like the HGTV is they always made me irritated with the couples. I get sick of the couples. You know, you're watching the show going, you spoiled bastard.
John and Becky are
Yeah.
moving. John and Becky
Yeah.
are wanting to move, and all they have is $500,000.
And then they get bitching and changing plans, all that. So those shows, as good as they are, tend to focus in some more ways about the couples and the people behind it. Like
Yeah.
Sophia says, it's a glimpse of people have.
Right.
Whereas Sophia, because the undertone is about the community
Yes.
rehabilitation,
Yes.
Right.
that gives you a little different vibe.
Than
And
the
when you
standard.
do it in the hood,
Right.
there's a different sense of accomplishment. When you take that building, that's what I was feeling with it in the street. And you could be the first one on that street.
Right.
Leading everybody into a
That's
level
right.
of consciousness.
Because it's contagious.
Contagious.
Right.
It really is.
That's a different undertone, and
Yes.
that's what you definitely have.
And that's what I get from people. I run into people when I go and pay my water bill in Flint, Michigan. I run into women behind the counter like, "Girl, I saw that one episode. You know what I might do to my house?" You know,
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
"That's good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing." You know, but we keep it so real on the show. There are times, and you know, there are pros and cons dealing with Rehabbing the Hood, just rehabbing period, without the television
right.
cameras. You know, I can go
Yeah.
and we can replace a furnace and replace all kind of things and swear we're getting ahead of the game, and then walk in the door to work the next day and be like, "Well, I'll be doggone, the front door is kicked in." But it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory.
Isn't that the reality show that's untold?
No, we tell it.
You tell everything.
It used to be untold. Now
Yeah.
now they tell it.
They
Yeah,
tell
but
it
a
all.
lot of that stuff is scripted, and they want to add in, "Hey, let's go ahead and add in some drama for ratings." Mind, this stuff is real. This
Right.
really happens in the hood.
Yeah.
And hence how marvelous it is to have folks like this so much more accessible. You get to be closer to shows today, closer to the people who do the shows, and that gives a whole different sense of integrity.
Right.
About how we like to say keeping it real. It is so real, and the fact that you could go into the store and get recognized and have people speak to you. Wow, that's got to be a wonderful experience.
I just love the
Right,
idea.
depending on who it is.
I just love the idea that, you know, you get to see that billboard that says number
Right.
one in Flint.
Right. You don't want people jumping out of bushes on you. Go to the crib,
Sophia.
people jumping out of bushes. Hey, I saw that episode. I think you cute. I'll be like, "Hey, now I got to pull out my gun."
That other territory that gets drawn in, right?
Yeah.
That's part of the.
It all comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you have to wear, we talk about this too, I got to get your take on it. You have to wear multiple hats today.
Yes.
And a lot of people complain, "Oh, it's too much. But then there's so many of us who have been doing it, and you would be one. And now they write these articles, and I use the term when I described you as an E-woman, as a woman who does everything, whatever it takes to get things happen. How do you feel today about this whole issue? Because you have to do it whether you like it or not. But the whole issue of you wearing all those hats, you being the person to really develop the brand
Yes.
that is you, and what's involved in that kind of mentality. Take hold of that.
You know, right now I just feel like crying. I don't know what came over me, but as you was talking, I'm getting a little emotional.
Oh Lord,
that's what happened when you bust your ass. For
No, I'm not playing. When I was listening to all that, I was like, I'm tired.
I know. See,
I'm about to drop a tear.
all that extra.
Hey, I'm tired. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm nowhere.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked the question, because it is so many years. I know, and people love to tell you a genius. People love to break out.
I don't want to hear all of that. I be like, can I get some help? Keep all of that.
Yeah,
Can I get some help?
Oh yeah, just you're the female Dalai Lama.
I mean, yeah, I get all of those things. And oh my gosh, you're doing all of these different things, and I'm so inspired by you. And you keep it up. Good job. I mean, like, you want to fund some of this stuff,
There
you know?
you go.
No, but
If only you could have, I say the same thing. If only you could have the benefit of a team of people being paid to work underneath you.
and I believe that God, He'll grant you the desires of your heart. I'm a true believer in that, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed with, number one, the gifts that He's given me. I'm blessed to wake up, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to wake up this morning. I'm blessed to be, I feel like, a lot of times I tell people, if you can sing, act, dance, write, whatever it is, it's like God put a gift in a box and wrapped it up with a big bow and said, here, this is yours. So that's a blessing, and everybody is gifted in their own right, but God has given me so many different ones, so many different gifts, so I believe that if I continue to allow Him to order my steps, that I will be where I'm supposed to be, It's tiring. It definitely is, because He's made me to be such a creative individual, and it never stops. When I wake up in the morning, in the middle of the night, I'll be like, I know what I'm going to do next, But
Exactly.
it just never stops. And I get people are like, Sophia, you do so many different things, but you do them all very good, And I'll be like, yeah, thanks.
Not enough.
Thanks, you got some money.
There you go. Real world, right?
Yeah, for all of these projects, But like I said, I just
I guess the blessing is that you can. I tell people the blessing is that you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though it's more work, we never had the opportunity before. And then to think that someone like yourself can produce, write, plan a show, make the attempt, the fact that you actually can pull it off, that is what makes it so compelling.
Yeah.
Even though I know it's tiring.
Yeah.
But just to see you do that too, and to know that there are people watching you.
Yes. And it is rewarding, it's rewarding in so many different levels, because I'm a true believer. Somebody's always watching you, Somebody's always watching you, and there's nothing new up under the sun. So I must have gotten some of these gifts or something from somebody else, but it's rewarding when people come up to me and they say, I enjoy what you do, and hey, I've got this idea. Maybe I've dropped a seed, and it's growing in another person, and so on and so on. So it's a blessing, and it's a good feeling to know that I took something that was in my head, and now I'm actually watching it on television, or I'm holding the book in my hand. And, that's a blessing. It was in here, and now I'm holding it. That's God.
Amazing.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It really, really, really is. I feel like
tell us a little bit about that team you have for your video production in Flint.
Oh.
I mean, it's got to be at least one or two people.
Yes, it is. Yes, I have some. I've been back in Flint. I lived here for some years.
Okay.
I left here. I went to Georgia. I left Georgia. I went back to Flint. I left Flint. I went back to Nebraska. I left Nebraska. Then I moved to Wisconsin. Then I moved. No, I'm just playing.
Wow.
No, but I've been back in Flint for some years, and just the minute I moved back to Flint, I hit the ground running. I mean, literally running. And the blessing about being back in your hometown is you have connections with everybody. And when you've lived in bigger cities, a lot of people wind up believing in you. Like, they think you've got the answer. You lived in L.A. Well, you toured with R. Kelly. Well, you got the answer, don't you? But you can always be like, hey, I got this idea. Can you help me with? And they're like, I'm on board. And I've got some good people that have just said, whatever you need, Sophia, I've got you. And that's the video production team, Inner City Productions, Michael Richardson, Raphael Mondo.
We wanted to give you guys some props. That's why I asked her.
Right. Raphael King, Mondo Robinson. I mean, you know what? The city that I come from, there's so many people gifted. I mean, every city has gifted
Right.
people, but sometimes I wonder, is it because of the blight of our community that leaves people no choice but to be extremely creative? From the basketball players, my
Right,
city
because
is
you don't
known.
hear that about Flint. See, this is the other side.
Man, there's so many gifted people in Flint, Michigan. It's crazy. It really is crazy. I'm not the only one. And of course, I come from a gifted family. Van Johnson is my sister.
Yes.
My brother Mark Taylor, he's a world-renowned producer. My father used to sing. But my entire family, I'm talking about my first cousins and second cousins, everybody sings, acts, writes. So when we all get together, sit back, because it's entertaining. It's just what we do. But it's just where I'm from. It's from, when they say you're a product of your environment, it's the truth, because I am. And it didn't start with me. It's just some people that planted seeds in me. So it is what it is. But like I said, I hit the ground running when I moved back to Flint. I told somebody I had an idea for a television show, Michael Richardson from Inner City Production, and he said, let's go. Let's get it, know. So we started filming the show, and it's been a joy ever since. We're revamping and tweaking some things to make it better, and we got some stuff up our sleeves. But even with he and I, with that connection, we started another television show. Sorry, y'all don't know anything about this one, but it's called Entertainment Spotlight, and it's a nighttime talk show. It's kind of Monique styled. Remember that? Yeah. So I'm the host. Yeah, I'm the host, and I get up and I clown. But we shine a light on the other gifted people from all around, not just the Michigan area, but people from all around. They come and they perform. We just shine a light on them, put them on the couch, talk to them like you're sitting here talking to me. We pay it forward. Just like you're doing this with me, we try to pay it forward and shine a light on other people.
Right on.
Well,
now,
Mac,
hey, go on.
Let me ask you, one thing we do end up doing a lot here, we don't want to forget our chat room. And Mac actually had a couple of comments, but I'm going to go right to a question. He says, how many shows do you have? How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do you guys remember that?
I remember. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I'm just sitting there going, go, girl.
No, I don't have that many.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
No, I don't have that many.
No. You can't even remember, but you're saying I don't have that many. People have 2. Go, I got 2. I got 3.
You know what? Most of us, I remember I was taught this is the answer to always give. I have multiple projects in various stages of development.
I like that. I'm going to borrow it.
Because we all have that,
I have multiple projects in various stages of development.
Because we all...
I like that. Can you text that to me? I have multiple projects in various stages of development. Oh, I'm going to start using that like it's my own. I like that.
I took it just like that.
And I'm going to take it from
The first
you.
time I heard it, I said, oh, I'm doing that.
So what are you doing now? I've got multiple projects in various stages of development.
And then you can just name the ones
guys are
that you want. Now, here's the thing. So, okay, I set the tone of give you this introduction of here she's doing all her stuff to shows. Now, I want to tie in just a little bit. So while you're doing all this, the music.
The music.
The CD.
The CD.
The artist.
Yes.
That is you. Mm-hmm. That's going on.
That's where it all began.
So life doesn't stop while you're doing all this. You still are all that too.
Yes, that's the beginning of it all, is the singing. Because
tell us about that.
That's what I come from. That's my family. Everybody sings and everything. So, I've been singing for years, and I've toured with so many different people because I'm also an actress.
No.
I know it's probably hard to tell.
It's very difficult.
I know. I figured you guys
You
couldn't
need
see
assertiveness
No.
training.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Communication
sorry.
skills development.
I'm sorry. Yeah, and for many years, my forte was comedic. Actress. So I've graced the stages I've been on, plays from Jeffrey Osborne to Howard Hewitt to Joe Torre, Dale Givens, everything. And, they hire me to come and clown on stage. If y'all want to clown, get Sophia, because she gonna clown. I've calmed down a lot. I don't do as much clowning.
I wonder why.
As you can tell, I'm a lot more calm. Yes, but so a lot of times I would sing. they would want me to sing, and then now which one do you want me to do? You want me to sing or you want me to clown? You know, but I would intertwine the two, and people would be like, "Oh my gosh, you know, you sing also. You got us cracking up, but you sing also." You know,
but that goes back maybe to the fact, because Sophia, that's so old school. That's like Sammy Davis and all them who would do jokes, almost vaudeville, right? Were entertainers, right? It was full spectrum entertaining, which is singing, dancing.
That's right.
And
that's right.
Acting out. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That goes back again to your roots.
Yes.
Your roots.
Yeah, my roots, baby. My roots. Yes, but I've been singing for years, and actually the CD that's out right now, it was recorded right here in Los Angeles, California. Me and one of the hottest producers, his name is Corey, they call him Kobe Peterson.
Let's go there.
Yeah, we wrote and produced every song on the CD, and that CD is receiving, thank God, rave reviews. You know, rave reviews. Everybody that picks it up and they play it on their stations, they enjoy it, and I feel blessed.
Well, you've always had a wonderful online presence. Again, part of your, no doubt, creativity, because when I go look, I say, see, creative people,
right.
It's going to at least always be a B minus.
True.
You know, they just don't do they just won't do a terrible job at anything.
Right.
It'll start like better than average.
True.
And then go for excellence.
Yeah.
So same thing with Sophia. Take a look here, too, at her Reverb Nation spot, which always is so well rounded out. And for those of you who want to go take a look and listen to her tracks, you can do so there.
Or you can download the CD on iTunes.
Smart.
Wow.
I love it.
Take a look.
Yes.
Anything you want to play, or I don't know what we're doing here today.
She's calling the shots.
Let's play.
Or whatever you want to do. You want to go to YouTube and show something? I'll do. Remember, I told you I will follow your lead. I'll be your little desktop boy.
Oh, how cool. Okay, well, we can play Surrendered, and then after this, I want to, as if I didn't have enough things to do, God put on my heart that I should write a Christmas song a couple of seasons ago. Have you all heard the Christmas song?
I have not heard
Oh,
it yet.
my gosh.
I think I'm looking at it.
Oh, my gosh.
It's Christmas.
Yes.
We could definitely play that. So first, Surrendered, right?
We're going to play Surrendered. I know it's in the AM, but this song actually fits the book, and we haven't yet spoke about the book, but it's a lead-in to Faithful Liar.
Here we go.
I feel for you, and you told me what you're feeling too. What do we do now? 'Cause I got a man, and I just can't leave him. I never meant to hurt anyone. It's a thin line between lovers and friends like us. We share so much. I never thought it'd go this far, but look, 'cause here we are. I can't believe this happened to me. I'm caught up in a real life love affair. I'll never judge another, this I swear. As we kiss, then we but you came and changed my whole world in one night, one night. I can't believe this happened to me. I'm caught up in a real life love affair. I'll never judge another this, I swear, I swear. First we kissed, and then we hung, yeah, yeah. I surrendered and we made love. Before I knew it, I was into it. I surrendered. So wrong, yeah, it's so right. I didn't even try to put up a fight. Before I knew it, I was into it. I surrendered. First we kissed, then we hugged. I surrendered and we made love. Before I knew it, I was into it. I surrendered. So it's so wrong, so yeah, so right. I didn't even try to put up a fight. Before I knew it, I was into
Wow. Sexy, sexy, sexy. Sophia Janell.
Okay.
Surrender. That's right. Take the credit card.
Take that credit card, baby.
And everybody's loving it.
Go
You know,
on,
chat
go on.
room saying, wow, she sings even better than her talking voice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she said, you can go and purchase this. Go and get it on iTunes.
Sophia Janell.
Janell. Go take a look at the Reverb Nation site. But like she said, it's not just this. Now, let me ask a couple more questions. Sophia, most of the songs you wrote here, or do you write some of them? How does that?
Well, they were all written by Sophia Janell. And yeah, I don't know if you know her, but yep, she wrote them all and produced by Cole P. Peterson.
Wonderful.
Yes, thank you.
It's wonderful.
Thank you very much.
And that process of, I always got to ask my writers a little bit about the process that they go through, even as a lyricist. You know, you listen to the music, you come up with stuff on your own sometime alone, or do you listen to instrumentals? How is it that you come to do your songwriting most of the time? I know it doesn't have to be the same all the time.
No, it's not the same all the time. Sometimes I'll get a track from someone that inspires whatever words I write, and then other times I just write a song without music. You know, a melody will come in my head and I write it. And what's funny is God wakes me up every morning with a melody. Every morning, it's a melody running through my head.
That's wonderful.
So I sleep with my little tape recorder next to me, and I just grab it and start recording.
Now, once you sing it, and again, I love to ask this stuff because those are some of the same things that I do. I love to sing it and save them like that too. Now, when it comes time to translate that to start writing your songs, do you play an instrument, or do you get with someone and sing it to them while they start to play?
I usually get with someone and tell them, hey, listen to what I heard, or listen to what I
Wonderful.
wrote.
That's okay.
Yeah, and that's a blessing right there when you have people around you that can translate what you hear, and then it all comes together. That's that circle of gifted people around you.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
trust too. Because now, do you read music or play an
No.
instrument?
No, I don't.
See, I love. Well, again, I'm relating because with my writing partner, Irvin Foster, I was just blessed that he would take the time in the beginning to let me, as a non-musical person, come up with a musical idea. And he would listen so intently that's what we appreciate. All of us who don't read.
That's when
music.
you know it's a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't anything that was studied. You didn't have to
Right.
study it. It's a true gift.
So and there you go, because then you get with people who make it happen. Now, La La La.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Tell us about this.
All right. So a couple of years ago, I was working on about 5 projects, and I felt like I didn't have enough. I felt like I needed more projects to work on. And so, no, it's like I said, you know what? I want to write a Christmas song, and I want the radio stations to play it. And it was probably like 3 months before Christmas. And so I started going through my computer and listening to
Which
tracks.
is late, we all know.
Right. So I started going through my computer, listening to tracks, and I found a track, and I began writing La La La, It's Christmas. And I took it to the guys that done the music, Derek, Joshua, and Derek Martin. Took it to them and said, look what I wrote to your tracks. And whatever. Listen, what's really funny is I recorded the song in my house, in my bed, in my flannel pajamas. I recorded the song in my flannel pajamas. And
ain't that a visual?
I say flannel, y'all.
Yeah.
Flannel.
We don't care.
I'm not.
Flannel with the footies.
I'm not saying.
I left out the
Sounds
footies.
I'm not
cute
saying
to me.
anything.
I left out the footies. Flannel with the footies.
Yeah, whatever. Sure.
And I took it to a guy. He mixed it, and that was it. And it just took off from there.
Wonderful initiative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took off from there. And the responses I get off of that original Christmas song, people are like, Sophia, I've never heard a Christmas song like that before. I'm like, really? So it's called La La La, It's Christmas. And then we shot a video. It's on YouTube.
Oh, you want to see? Which one? You want to show the video?
You can show the video because
Wow.
the video is funnier. 'Cause
Oh,
let
really?
me tell you about the video.
Okay.
So the videographer, he calls me one morning and he says, hey, it's snow outside. La, la, la. He was like, la, la, la. It's snow outside. What's up? You want to shoot a video? And I'm like, I'm waking up like, nah, dude, my hair ain't done. He like, man, please, you forget all that planning. Let's shoot a video. So I get up and I'm like, I throw something on and we pull up in front of my old high school. And he's like, so what you want to do? I'm like, you the one called me. So listen, we say, okay, so listen. We're going to go in front of a house. I want you to act like it's your house. Act like you're coming out of it. But let's find a festive looking house. I'm like, what if the people come outside and say, what are you doing on my porch? We found a house. I am acting like I'm locking the door. I don't live there.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, this is crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
But see what I'm saying? Initiative, risk takers, all you folks, you know what I'm saying? Willing to get out there and take
get
chances.
That's right.
And
And the videographer says to me, so did you have a leading man in mind for the video? And I said, you know, I can't think of anybody, but even if they're at work right now. And he's like, well, I was hoping you was going to say me. So I'm like, how you going to shoot the video and be in it? Well, we wound up doing it. So the videographer
there's
is
a way.
in the video.
Wow.
Let's take a look, everybody.
This is interesting.
Here it is.
Can't wait.
That's the house. We just videotaping in front of people's houses.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
I remember when we first met.
Okay.
How I didn't know how far we did. All the butterflies I used to feel, baby, they're still here. So I guess it's
Oh,
real.
cutesy and stuff.
It was when
I don't even know him.
When you first said
I'm just kidding.
that you love me, I never will forget it. Sitting in your car, I could see the snow, and I saw your face and the way it glowed. La da 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 da. It's Christmas, yeah, and I just wanna say.
Isn't that awesome?
4 years have come and gone so fast. It's funny how time flies and how our love has lasted. Spring, summer, and fall come, but it's not the same. The winter time is special. That's when our love came. It was winter time when you first said that you loved me. I never will forget it. Sitting in your car, I could see the snow, and I saw your face and the way it glowed. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. It's Christmas, yeah, and I just wanna say, baby, I love you, I love you, I really do.
Flint looking pretty good too.
Baby, I had a bulletproof vest on. Right, that's my old high school.
You're right here by my side. It's Christmas.
Christmas.
That's what we needed in July.
Isn't it July?
That's when you really appreciate Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Hey, I like your shoes, girl.
You like them? Pretty comfy, pretty comfy.
That I did the day before, the day before. On this Christmas,
You got a layer.
I wanna say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I
Wonderful.
love you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How y'all like that? That's Sophia Janell, everybody.
I just wanna say,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Ain't that a feel-good moment?
Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah.
All right. Flint looking kind of good, I told her.
Oh, man.
Flint ambassador.
Oh, that is too funny.
That's
Sophia
tight.
Janell. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Just taking a moment, you guys, to show you, you know, at least what I've been exposed to as what this person brings to bear in terms of this broad scope of her talent and her efforts. Because it's one thing to be talented, but like you see that she goes about putting effort into all those various enterprises and to our benefit. Thank you. I love to show that example. Man,
Yeah.
E-woman.
All right. E-woman.
On swole. huh?
Boom. Boom.
Flexing.
Wow.
That's
Boom.
right.
Bam.
Now, the other thing we got to talk about, too, is the book.
Okay.
Because the book is one of your enterprises. It's out there. It's on Amazon.
Yes.
We want people to go take a look at the book.
Yes. Yes.
How did you come to do?
Oh.
She can't wait.
All right.
She's like waiting for
I'm
this
gonna go
moment.
pull it up too, y'all.
Yes, that book you are. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. I'm
Chill.
proud of it, and once again I feel so honored that God has given me the gift of writing. The gift of writing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's expression. It's not only is writing expression, but it's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not writing about yourself, just writing is so therapeutic and so serene. So when I'm in the middle of doing so many different things and so many different projects, it could be 2 or 3 in the morning when I come home and I fall out. Instead of going to bed, what do? I write because it calms me. It's my peace. So I've written movies, I've written plays, I've written songs, you know, for myself as well as other people. But I'll write stories. And so when I began writing this story, we were in the middle of filming Rehabbing the Hood. And I would be beaten. I'm just tired. And I would come in and I started playing around with this story. And one chapter turned into 3. And I was just playing around. And then I began reading it to a couple of my friends, one in Ohio and one in Atlanta. And so they would call me every other day like, did you write any more? Like, read some more. Did you write any more? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just playing around with a story. You know, whatever. That mess is good. Keep writing, you know. So I looked up and I had 10 chapters. And I'm like,
wow.
I may as well just complete it, you know. And it's all fiction.
Now, okay, so how often are you writing now, Sophia, to get 10 chapters, to get 10 chapters done?
Well, you know, because it wasn't a plan of mine, I wasn't writing consistently.
Right.
So I probably finished the book because I wasn't writing consistently. I was playing around. I probably finished it. I know it was less than a year. I know.
And so when you would sit down, how long would you typically go? I mean, just because you were just flowing, how long?
Until God told me to stop.
Huh.
Yeah, you know, because as I was writing, you know, I didn't have a plan for these characters.
Right.
They would just come out, and then I'm like, oh, yeah.
You word processing? Is that how you doing it, too?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm on my computer, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's good, you know? And so...
This is wonderful. I love the...
Oh, my goodness. And so the book is called Faithful Liar, and it's the first book.
The oxymoron
Yes,
series.
I've committed myself to 2 other books. I'm always committing myself to stuff. Always committing myself to anything other than a man.
Listen to that, y'all. I feel you, by the way.
So I hope you do. So the book is called Faithful Liar, like I said, and you said it's the first book in a 3-part oxymoron series. I've already titled the next 2. The second book is called Honest Deception. And the third book is called Ruthless Saint. And so
all the oxymoron.
Yes.
Faithful Liar.
Yes, and Faithful Liar. I'm telling you, when people read this book, there are people in prisons writing me. You know what's funny is I have more men reading this book than the women. The men are calling me, you know, emailing me like, who told you my life and where'd you get the story from and you owe me money. It's so funny, and the emotions that it's evoking from people. People literally called me. I have a friend in LA right here. She called me and started cursing me out one day. And I knew she had finished the book because I left such a cliffhanger to let you know. And she's like, well, what happened with so-and-so? And I'm like, you got to wait on the second book, you know? Yeah.
Take a look here at Amazon, you guys. Take a look. Faithful Liar. You can get it. Kindle edition also.
Yeah, it's on all the e-readers, but you can order the hard copy at Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com or download it to your Kindles, your iPads, all of that stuff.
Wonderful, wonderful. Take a look, you guys, right here so you can go in and get it. Now, I got to throw something out, only because you, Sophia Janell. Audiobooks, too, now. Everybody's coming to do audiobooks, girl.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
I've done an audiobook.
I know it.
Listen to me.
You in the right place, huh?
Listen to me. I done an audiobook. I acted out every character.
Oh, this is wonderful. See, I was thinking she would try to do one herself. Now she's talking about she acted out every character.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's like for colored girls or something.
No one, they didn't narrate it. I didn't narrate it. I acted out every character. I'm every dude.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm every dude.
That's exciting.
I'm every dude. I'm every chick. I'm the white girl. I'm everybody. I'm everybody.
When is that? When is that coming? When is that?
You're Mario.
See, look at it. I just made a hint.
I know.
And Sophia's like, zoom.
Done that.
Right.
I got one ready and probably planning the other 3.
Yeah.
But that's amazing.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, she did up to ante because I was just imagining her doing the reading. Now to have her doing the characters.
What's the name of the audio
So ambitious.
Faithful Liar.
Faithful Liar? It's the audio book. Okay.
Faithful Liar.
Oh, it's the audio book for Faithful Liar?
Yes, it's the audio book for Faithful Liar.
Oh, when is that coming?
I'll let you know.
I'm just getting into the audiobooks again. You know, I got the Dome, Stephen King. It's certain things, but it helps when you're doing the long drives, too.
Right, definitely. And, because of my acting background, I figured I will act out every character. And, boy, I scared myself when I was recording some of those characters. Some of those characters in that book, they're devious. And so I had to I had to cut up to the point where I scared myself.
And you made the guy voices, too.
Yeah.
I've had a few buddies of mine on tracks they did make the woman voices, which always is a little creepy, but they did a damn good job. But so I can tell it's good. I can tell it's good by the way you looking. You can't wait for us to hear this up.
I can't wait. I can't wait till you get that audio.
Oh, man, I want that because I'm telling you guys. And the fact, look again, the testimony to how my girl takes care of business. Notice how we can find all her stuff.
Right.
Notice how she's interacting. Notice the different formats. She's got her stuff everywhere.
Right.
And again, attention to detail. Attention to detail. Striving for excellence. Sophia, once again, everybody, give a moment. Let's give it up. Matt, Vic, the chat room.
Oh, you know what? They were saying earlier,
I'm sorry, I went way up.
She said, Max said, talking about indie artists taking charge of their career. Sophia, I like your self-promotion. You are good at what you do. They love it. Great song. I always say when you do things really well, people don't have to say a lot. They just keep it right, short, and simple. I just didn't want to interrupt the flow because I like storytelling. And our chat room is interactive because we set the tone based on the guest. But when you're a storyteller like yourself, you don't interrupt that flow.
I got you.
Sophia, what you want to give any other messages, specific messages out to the people out there that I didn't get a chance? I tried to take everybody to the areas of her, at least on the surface, that fascinate me. And I had kind of in my mind the things I wanted to get to. It went better than I ever imagined. I know I went long with that, but I wanted to go on that journey with
Thank you.
Because I think seeing you in the broadness and the scope of that is inspiring to us. It will make many of us work harder. It makes me feel good to know that I'm not the only one tired.
Right, but it's a labor of love.
It's a labor of love, and there's nothing. No, you have to continue because you're drawn.
Right.
You're drawn to it. You're drawn to it. That's why the mission is always bigger than ourselves.
Yes.
It's got to feel like it's damn near impossible, but that's why you do it.
Yes, because like I said earlier, somebody's watching you. And you're inspiring somebody.
Somebody somewhere.
Somebody somewhere. I'm doing what I'm doing because somebody inspired me.
Right.
Yes, so.
Everybody, I guess, go take a look. Sophia Janell Taylor, author, producer. We showed you the shows. We showed you the books. We showed you the music. We showed you the woman. One of the things I didn't get a chance to do, and we'll just do it on the way out, Vic, is just to remind everybody, go take a look at her site. We did put a typo in it.
Yeah.
Because we have the 2 L's. I mean, just give me 2 N's. It's sophiajanell.com.
Correct.
When you go there and see that site, like I said, this is the place, too, to get more and more of her. It's one of her central points.
Wait a minute, what's that face for? What's that face for?
Look at this. See, this is what I was looking at this morning. The girl working out and stuff.
Look at that. Don't you even go there.
It's your site.
It's your site.
You did this.
Thank you. Don't.
See, that's why we men don't have a chance.
I know.
Rehabbing the Hood has a site too. Let's switch over to that.
See, I
knew it. Look at her right here. Look at these muscles.
Yeah, I noticed.
That's hereditary.
It is all day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's hereditary.
And look at this one right up here. Exotic. I told you. That's why I said y'all.
Well, Mario, men, we see through a third eye. They see through 2 eyes.
All right.
Or you can go to rehabbingthehood.com.
Okay, she wants us to show. Come on, let's do it. Rehabbing.
She's running it.
Rehabbing the Hood.
She is running this right now.
.com.
I'm pretty fast too.
You're pretty good.
Well, that's rehabbing. What did I say?
Hood.
Oh, I would be rebabbing.
REHABI.
Yeah, you got to rehabbing. The rebabbing the Hood was been done.
You're wrong, man. You're wrong. You can't. You got to give,
Oh, you could have showed a clip of Rehabbing the Hood, but we good. They can go to YouTube and look at a couple of episodes of Rehabbing the Hood.
You guys got to. Got to take a look.
YouTube, Sophia Janell Taylor. And, I'm just telling the people, they can go to YouTube, Sophia Janell Taylor, and pull up an episode of Rehabbing the Hood.
If I could just show you the page.
It's amazing when you first start dropping those episodes.
Yeah.
I can remember.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for showing the episodes also, for spreading the love.
Yeah, it was there. And the time flies. It seems long, but it's really short when you think about the time.
That was just last year I was here.
Yeah.
Man, it seems like, wow.
I know.
Take a look, you guys. Go there. Get it all at YouTube also. All right? So we're going to take a quick break, Vic.
Yes, sir.
Now,
And Matt Core Townsend already had checked out Rehabbing the Hood and all this, so he's already seen it. He said it's great.